5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Not sure where people are this week, so I figured I would at least try to stream one of the games since I'm around. And for that, we're going to be watching Redlegoguy and Luchs playing. I believe this is the lower division of LD2L. Double check on the
10
website.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Lion. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Alright, we got a little distracted because there was a bit of a crisis where one team had readied up and the other team hadn't readied up. And it was very difficult for both teams to understand that you both have to ready up to get a lobby.
Radiant team pick. Ultra Magi! Radiant team ban. Grimstroke. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, well, let's see. So, we got the Lion Grimstroke pickup by Luchs. Very nice combo with, of course, Finger of Death being able to be used on both. And Redlegoguy has Ogre, which, knowing Redlegoguy could be played just about anywhere, even though it's not really very good anywhere. But, except for, like, pos 5. But in that case, they kind of have two pos 5s with the Witch Doctor and the Ogre Magi.
Team pick.
Lots of meta stuff was banned. We had the Nyx ban, the Drow ban, Viper ban, Oracle ban, Lifestealer Doom. Okay.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Axe. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Brewmaster.
Also trying to keep an eye on Discord because a lot of people are having trouble getting their lobbies set up. I'm also missing the grudge match of Absolute Juggernauts Reloaded versus Absolute Juggernauts V2.
10 seconds remaining.
Which is a shame to be missing that one. But,
5 seconds remaining.
So we got the Axe and the Brewmaster picked up.
Radiant team.
I'm not sure that I trust the low MMR Brewmaster player to really perform all that well, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's kind of like a tricky hero when you use the ult and have to micro 3 heroes at once. Whereas Axe is like a lot simpler, just blink, press call, people die.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. It's a warrior.
Got the Ursa counter pick for Axe. Juggernaut picked up by Redlegoguy.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I wonder why Redlegoguy banned Necrophos. I don't think it's that strong of a hero, and then I'm also not entirely sure who it counters on his team. I mean, maybe it's... they feel it counters their last pick mid, but I'm actually not sure what hero's like, oh shit, I don't want to lane mid against Necrophos. Maybe they just want someone who's like a right clicker and they don't want to deal with Ghost Shroud, but I'm really not sure.
Radiant team pick.
Broodmother ban as well. Okay. I think that's a little weird. They have the Grimstroke. If you get last pick Broodmother, you just change your Grimstroke to a mid, and you know the game is fine.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
They are gonna pick the Medusa though. I think the obvious last pick, of course, would be Anti-Mage if I were playing, but it's not that great of an AM game because you have to worry about Lion Grimstroke a fair bit. So maybe you'd go for something like Sniper or
10 seconds remaining.
Who else could you pick?
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
Sniper is probably the best choice, I think. I was a little worried about Ursa getting on top of him,
Choose your
but
hero.
Hurricane Pike, good item. They're gonna go with the Templar Assassin. She's a strong lane dominator. Should be fine, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's like a bad matchup for TA or anything like that. However, TA is going to have trouble killing Brewmaster and Ursa if she tries to jump on them and they have decent farm. And with like Lion and Grimstroke, it's a little similar. The Lion can at least like Hex, disable her for a little bit of time, stuff like that.
Prepare for battle! Oh, I love you guys.
Seems our Axe player has the Naked Axe set. Very nice.
Absolutely perfect. That was questionable at the best.
Medusa already picking up her regen to start with. Interesting. I think a lot of people would normally, for instance, bring the healing salve up later, and as the tangos as well. So like you get a little bit more damage in the first wave if you just get a second slippers or something.
The battle begins!
Lots of action by this top rune here. Ogre's brought himself 3 mangoes. He's going to be spamming a ton of spells. Very obnoxious lane, and Brewmaster forced to use the salve early after the rune engagement. Alright, nobody wins the block mid. It's just like exactly even, but Medusa does get that important first deny. TA answers though, okay, and she's going to shove the wave. Just Medusa is stuck last hitting under tower.
Oh no.
Yeah, even squeezes out a deny, very nice.
I take what I please.
Ogre doesn't have a stout shield, he gets caught in the creep wave there, takes a lot of damage. He's got pretty high regen, but it's not quite that fast.
Axe likes you. Axe will kill you last.
Luchs doing a great job here harassing. Oh shit. I missed it. There wasn't anything happening bottom, and yet I wasn't paying attention. So they do bring down the ogre. It had been taking a lot of harass, so it was a good play there. Redlegoguy doing an okay job there, CSing under tower. Misses that one, unfortunately. He doesn't quite have enough damage. Mid lane, however, not going very well for the Medusa, as TA has more denies than she has last hits. Axe getting down to half, he opts to pick up parts of his tranquil boots. Claire really hates it when people do that. I kind of agree with them. You get the stun and the kill on the Brewmaster top.
See what you've done.
I guess it's not a big deal, he's gonna get his brown boots pretty soon and then be fine, but... I think if your game plan is to kind of like interfere with the jungling and cut a lot, you want to go for the 2-step shield play. And then you don't really have to worry about having the regen as much. You get a very quick ring of health at that point, and then you get a quick vanguard. Interrupts the pull through. No, there was no pull happening. They're just over there. Why are they just over there? Who knows? Yeah, so I think that the bottom lane is not really... Like, there's nothing really happening here. Axe should just get himself an item like a Vanguard instead of Tranquil Boots. Because these Tranquil Boots, which of course will get disabled, but he could just move behind the tower and start creep cut. And then he can get his full experience, and it pressures Ursa a little bit. Because it's kind of hard for Ursa to CS under tower. Even with the Quelling Blades, his damage is still pretty low. He usually has to use Fury Swipes to do it. So he's going to be taking a lot of harass. Alright, Axe does move back here, starts cutting finally.
But I'm worth so much more.
They just insta-cancel that cell.
Ordered.
Very nice. Alright, well,
Bounty.
the runes go
I'll take that.
4 for Radiant, I think? They have different team tags, so I can't tell right now.
This will give them the envies.
No, it's 2 and 2. It's 2 and 2, okay. Barrel Rider hanging out, throwing the Battle Hunger on Lion. What's Medusa doing? She's doing okay. She actually still has most of that regen that she bought earlier. Or maybe she bought more, because that's a little surprising. She should be getting harassed a bunch by this TA. And she has her boots in her backpack. Great place for them. Alright, this time we have a pull-through block. Axe diving under tower. They're gonna get the kill on Whip City. Very nice.
I'm no prude, Brewmaster. The time for revelry will come.
Okay, the YOLO Maledict kind of comes out. There's no creeps and there's no axe, but you know, whatever. So he has most of his phase boots now. He swaps his items out so he can salve up. Barrel Rider going for Blink Dagger next. I think this is a pretty good game for Axe to build Crimson Guard in, so he's definitely going to want to consider the Vanguard. It's DD top that nobody has looked at for a minute and a half. Whip City smoked up, he puts down a ward here. They see the Witch Doctor coming over for a gank attempt. Witch Doctor backs out, oh he runs into the Lion. A YOLO stun, nobody for it to bounce to. And there's the Maledict as well. But she's just gonna keep running. Okay, rune spawn, regen top now. So this is tough. With all the action happening, Redlegoguy and Brewmaster are basically getting 6 at the same time. Oh shit, I missed a kill top. Fury crafting about how the offlane wasn't lost.
Is under attack.
Solo kill on the axe bottom. We'll call it a solo kill. That's what everybody does. So the big key to winning these lanes nowadays is to just pull creeps constantly. It's very hard to do on the Dire side because of the way the camps are set up, but it's pretty straightforward on the Radiant side. Oh, I got pinged a bunch. Let's see what's happening.
Axe is not axe.
Oh, there's some more problems with usability on the website. Alright, I think people are getting it sorted out. Or Claire's gonna handle it for me. So this lane has gone a lot better for Endless, that he's got the level advantage over Axe. The solo kill earlier helped a lot.
Time is running out for Dire's
Come
middle
up,
tower.
Whip City almost dies. Oh, he is gonna die. Went slow from her. No, it was just inside cast bounce range. Wow.
Dire's middle tower
Luchs killing
is
his boy
under
by
attack.
getting him stunned a second time. And it does mean that the runes go... How do the runes go? 2 for Joe Fitz, who's on Dire, 1 for Barrel Rider, who's also on Dire, and 1 for Witch Doctor on Dire. So all 4 for Dire. Redlegoguy going for power treads, which I haven't really seen anybody do, straight into Maelstrom, which I also don't really see people do. I think something like Phase Drums Yasha's pretty much the dominant build at high MMR. Sometimes you'll see like Phase Drums Maelstrom or Phase Yasha Maelstrom, but you know, you really need a Drums or a Yasha or both. The big deal about Drums is that it gives you 35 attack speed when you press the active, which makes your ult actually do damage. And without that, you don't attack very fast, so your level 1 ult is often not enough to kill anybody.
You and yours will not prevail.
The treads do give a little bit of attack speed, but they give less damage than the phase boots, so I'm not so sure about it. And you often really just need the phase active on Juggernaut to catch up to people.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, let's switch to net worth and see how it's going. So Redlegoguy, despite going about even on experience, is at the top of the net worth here. A big advantage over the Brewmaster. I guess he's got a level advantage now that the supports have left the lane.
Time is running out.
He's going for a YOLO spin play. I don't think that's going to work. Because I can't kill him with ult anyway, and Brewmaster has split, so... So TA, a little over halfway done with Desolator. It's going to be at a nice, 14-minute timing. I like a guy using spin aggressively again, top. Still trying to chase him down, but he doesn't have kill potential. Yeah, exactly. Cast Primal Split. Oh, is he going to get turned and killed? That would be the worst timeline. Are we going to see the micro to kill the healing ward? Or not? But it's actually really well placed in the trees there. I'll give that to Redlegoguy. He's doing a good job there. Brew split ends. Nobody has died. It's not very common that you see that happen. Just nobody dies after that spell gets used. Oh, someone's put down a tree in the middle of the lane. Okay. They figured out how to tangle it. We're good to go. What? Oh, the Medusa. I've had this happen to me before. The Medusa runs into a Prowler camp and dies while farming Ancients. I believe she used her Mask of Madness. She had that queued up. Yeah, I think she used her Mask of Madness. Minus armor, got hit by the Prowlers, and just instantly died. TA rotates bottom, picks up a very nice kill there on the Lion. Forces the Brew and the Medusa rotation. Oh, nice turnaround from Radiant here. Maybe, maybe not. TA Trap's gonna secure the retreat.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This gives Juggernaut a bunch of space in the top lane. He's got his Maelstrom finished. He's going Diffusal next item, which I assume is to help deal with the Medusa. But it does mean that he has like a relatively low stats build, where he's just going to have very low HP for a long time. Makes him kind of vulnerable to getting hexed and then burst by like Ursa. Or just, I guess just hexed and then burst by Finger of Death, I mean that can happen too sometimes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
TA going on Medusa here mid. It's not going to pan out.
Top tower
Oh no, trap activated. No refractions. The Mystic Snake does 150 million damage.
Absolutely perfect.
Alright, one of these days I'm going to learn who's on which team. So we got Dire, 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 Dire. Right, okay, all 4 runes go to Dire again. That's quite a lot of money, actually, to just be kind of giving up like that by Radiant. So I'd say that's a major thing to look to improve on in future games, rune control. Keep an eye on what time it is, and make sure that you can at least split runes or that you start a fight around them if you think you're stronger. Okay, Lion picks up the tome right as Dire goes in to start the fight. Gets the Brewmaster split off at the absolute last second. Perfect timing. And Finger of Death is not available because he hasn't skilled it. Oh my god. Okay, he skills it. He's gonna get the kill here. Oh, don't. Oh no. Alright, it's really important to get the finger stacks, so if your team complains about you stealing the kills, just tell them that you're the carry now. Because that damage is like really not negligible. If you just get like 5 stacks, it's a whole bunch of extra DPS in fights later on.
Come and get it!
So at the phase blink, Morbid Mask on Ursa. He could rush at any time now. There's no vision set up around the pit for Dire.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
JK,
attack.
they have an observer and a sentry right here. I couldn't see it because Lion's icon was on top of it on the minimap.
Bottom tower has fallen, but it doesn't hurt. Can its end
That's how he
be
gets to just
drawing
smoke and run in
nigh?
there. I see this murderous ancient stack is still here. Ursa looks at it, decides
Dire's
he's
middle
not going to die
tower
today.
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
The missed call. Oh, the refraction ends, I think, by creep attacks, and then he gets hit with a Mystic Snake for like 400, 500 damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so I actually think Dire's Ward Vision is a lot better than Radiant's. Like I said, I couldn't see the one in front of the Roche pit, but they're controlling the main areas on the map, right? They've got vision in the jungle, they've got vision by Roshan,
Dire's top
they're
tower
smoked and
is
running in the
under
only
attack.
place where Radiant could be farming. They find Medusa doing Ancients. All the spells get used, Omni Slash used, everybody's dead. They do lose the Axe, but they pick up the Medusa. Very, very important kill, and then, you know, 2 bonus supports. And at the same time, Radiant doesn't seem to have any wards down. So, that's the biggest problem. They've got 1 sentry up top, but, you know, I mean, they got smoked ganked, but at the same time, they don't have any wards, so Dire could just be farming, right? You never know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Quick
has
tier 2
fallen.
for Dire.
Oh, Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is dedication right here. Joe Fitz has the Observer Ward in his quick buy. Or like the sticky buy slot where most people have teleport scrolls. So I think the next objective that Radiant really wants is to secure Roshan for Ursa. They're in luck as the wards have expired, so if you were to just run in there, probably wouldn't get seen. However, Ursa is farming Ancients instead for some reason. If nothing else, it's really important to take Roche early just to advance the counter, so that on the second kill you get cheese, and on the third kill you get Refresher Shard. He's also very valuable for both teams because TA and Ursa are great Aegis carriers, and they both are effective at killing Roshan. So I guess both teams really should just be establishing more vision.
The jungle has everything Axe desire. Oh! Gold and sweet.
Double damage.
Axe picks up 2 runes bottom. Juggernaut gets 1 top, and the third one goes to Ursa, so it's 3 and 1 this time. Still lots of gold, and the bounty rune's going to Dire though. And so we see, like, despite that, like, Ursa and Medusa are actually both quite farmed, but Dire still has the monetary advantage because their supports have so much more money. You know, 200 each. It's like a pair of wards. Fight starts top. Double finger gets used. One of them gets a kill. Nice Grimstroke combo there. Remaster Split also used. Ursa goes down. I believe to Maledict. Maybe just straight up Death Ward though. Remaster in a little bit of trouble here as Split's about to end. He gets caught by the Berserker's Call. Big stun from Lion, nice follow from Grimstroke though. Medusa has taken the tier 2 in the mid lane at the same time, so all is not lost. However, they are going to lose the second tower in this top lane.
The Dire just can't resist attacking Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower.
Catch the axe in pretty deep. He gets a bunch of spins, but it's not enough to kill the Grimstroke, and he gets picked off.
Seems like a bit of a setback.
And it's another kill for Medusa, who's now finished her Manta style. Is Manta style the item that she needed this game? I think she really needs a Scotty, because she needs extra HP to help deal with Berserker's Call and Omni Slash. Especially since Juggernaut has this Maelstrom and Diffusal he's got. Well, the Diffusal's physical, but the Maelstrom is magic damage, so it's a little bit of hybrid. It's not just about having a bunch of agi and a bunch of armor.
Absolutely perfect.
How are we doing on levels? So the Medusa is the highest level in the game. It's very nice. Okay, she's got the Scotty queued up next. That's good. Lion just has a casual staff of wizardry, nothing in his quick buy, so I don't know if he's turning this into a force staff, which I would like, or if he's turning it into... I could get a Yule's too, it's pretty good against Axe, of course, but it's also a part of Ags, and a lot of Lions just rush Ags, so I'm a little nervous about that. He might be just be planning on that. It's a good third item, but it's not a great first item, I think.
The Dire's poor top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh? Is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Dire just kind of gets a free tier 2 bottom as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's try using the vision options here, so that I can actually see what both teams see.
Dire's top tower has
So,
fallen.
Dire doesn't have any wards down. They don't know where Radiant is, but they do feel confident. They're going to go high ground in the bottom lane. They got the chain disables on the Juggernaut, and he just goes down. Looks like they were not ready to go high ground, it turns out.
Sometimes I find myself saying,
Wow, that's his TP animation. Okay, and they're going to catch the Witch Doctor as well for a second kill. Nice little turn of events there for Radiant. Oh, and they see the Ogre trying to run away. So they're gonna get the third kill. It just took a while. He gets the one stun, but Lion catches him with the Hex. Follow-up stun.
Killing spree.
So what do we got here? Axe, Blink Blade Mail, no Vanguard still.
Oh, cover your eyes. Dire's bottom tower is taking a drop.
I think that means if he tries to initiate, he's gonna kind of get shredded. Crimson Guard's just really good. I mean, Split Shot is such a big problem for Medusa. Crimson helps a lot.
Fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
New treasures.
Bounty.
Dire picks up... how many runes? 2 runes, and Radiant picks up 2 runes as well.
The jungle has everything Axe desires.
Scotty almost finished for Medusa. I was like, I don't know, 2/3 done, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little less. 60%, let's say. So Redlegoguy, getting that Manta style. Of course, combo's nice with his Diffusal Blade to help deal with the Medusa. But like we saw last fight, he still just actually doesn't have that many stats, so if he gets caught, he just kind of dies. It's just a little bit of a tough Juggernaut game if your Axe is not able to initiate for you, I think. TA working on BKB. I'm a little surprised that TA doesn't have more farm. He's kind of a really fast farming hero. He hasn't been dying. He doesn't have that many kills either, but like, he could just AFK farm and have way more money than this. Versus, you know, we can contrast that with the Medusa, who actually has like almost 100 more CS, despite an extra death. Alright, TA and Jug are now in the pit. They're gonna have to go Healing Ward. Looks like Juggernaut wants to take this Aegis. Probably because he exploded in the last fight.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
I do think it might still be better on TA though, because she can play a little bit more aggressively. I don't know. We get a YOLO call here. The Axe is just gonna go down for that. Made a little bit of a mistake, I believe. Medusa ult used. Finger of Death picks up a kill. That does give you a stack, by the way. I take the Aegis off Juggernaut immediately. TA does clean up Medusa there with a nice meld usage. Omni Slash used, but it gets absorbed pretty easily. They have the follow-up stuns, and he's going to go down a second time. So even with the Aegis, that fight turns into a disaster for Dire. I think a lot of it sort of comes down to the itemization. The Axe, he's getting the Crimson Guard now, but it's just like it's a lot less HP and it's a lot less survivability to not have had that earlier. Juggernaut again. I mean, like these items aren't bad, but like he's really low HP, so he's really vulnerable to just getting disabled and killed, which is pretty much what happened to him. Maybe he just wants to try farming a little bit more in the meantime instead, until he's able to finish his bigger items. And the TA as well, they fought before TA had finished BKB, so she wasn't very tanky. And she also, she may have just picked these up after spawning. I don't know for sure if they were in her inventory or not, but she doesn't have the 200 HP from the Ogre Axe.
Time is running out for Dire's middle tower.
How much does this cost now? 2150, okay. I keep thinking ultimate orbs are 2100 flat. So the Medusa has the Scotty finished. I think this is a pretty big deal. Makes her even harder to kill, and they were already having trouble doing it. Mostly just because they would get shredded first.
Oh, cover your eyes. Dire's bottom tower
Next gets a little bit caught by the Ursa here. Pick him off immediately. Double finger. Picks up 2 kills with it. Over gets the stun, but then he gets picked up by our boy playing Panda and Brewmaster. I gotta say, I sort of doubted, like, are we gonna see good Brewmaster micro earlier? But I mean, I'm pretty pleased with how he's played it so far. He's gotten split off, you know, like right at the last minute, just like you're supposed to do, you know, so that people have to commit a lot on your hero. And right there, he used his spells very well. He was, you know, lifted the guy, used Windlock, he's used stun throughout earlier.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So we got Redlegoguy cutting waves mid, gets the Diffusal Blade onto Luchs. He's gonna roll in with Spin, gets forced out. Meanwhile, his team is losing tier 3. The tier 3 goes down and they opt to back up. Radiant playing very conservatively. They don't want to throw their lead, okay. I mean, honestly, maybe they could have just stayed, but I'm okay with it, I guess. I'm okay with them leaving, I guess. The game would probably end a little bit faster if they stayed. Medusa's extremely strong. And the Ursa, of course, has his BKB and his Basher, so... BKB's ready for TA as well. Axe, I believe, is going to pick up his Vanguard here. He's going to get the runes first, though. Good call. Good call. Oh, so we see 2 runes for Radiant to take the Dire. Axe picks up the DD as well to deny it to Medusa. I'm not sure if he's holding buyback money or if he just isn't ready to buy the Vanguard yet. Oh, so Lion did go back for that 4 staff. It's a little annoying that people don't use quick buy sometimes, but you know, whatever. I like the item a lot. Witch Doctor smoked up, gonna plant some deep wards. Nice, nice. There's not really any objectives that Dire wants to play around bottom though, but the nice thing is at least that it sees 3 camps, so they can tell if the other team's farming or if they're playing on the map. They have really good vision across the entire Radiant jungle. I guess this tier 3 is a bit low, but... Not actually sure what the next play is for Dire, because like they're kind of getting spanked in these fights, and I think that the solution to that is a lot of items that they don't really have. But at the same time, Medusa is going to keep farming the whole time too. So I think the play is find like 1 key item to get a pick off. Look for somebody on their wards, because again they have really great vision, so look for pick-off opportunities when people are split up or farming, and ideally Medusa, maybe she's too hard to kill, maybe you settle for a couple of supports, get some extra gold. The Medusa also gets a lot easier to kill without the supports there, so if you pick them off first, then you can force a fight against her. The Grimstroke Lion combo, though, been pretty nasty thus far this game. Luchs with some interesting items here. He's got like a casual vitality booster. Very interesting.
At last.
I mean, it's good for Aeon Disc. Maybe that's his plan, but he's got Yules queued up, so I don't know. Yeah, so if the game just stays like this as a farming game, then Radiant is much happier with that. Redlegoguy is working on a Scotty of his own.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think he should probably be getting like Abyssal and finishing Mjolnir. Both items are really good. The Abyssal's like hybrid damage and survivability, which he definitely needs. And a little bit of lockdown to help.
I'll take that as tribute.
TA going back for a late Hurricane Pike to help with the Ursa, I believe. Might be too late for that though. I mean, we'll see. On the one hand, Ursa can blink Abyssal and then she might not get her Hurricane Pike off. But on the other hand, he might not be able to kill her during an Abyssal if Refraction's up, so she might still have a chance. I'm gonna smoke from Radiant. I'm gonna go look for a pick-off that should crack open the game. And they run into the TA. She blinks out instantly, so this gank might be failed now. They do have one ward with them, so they can at least set up a little bit of vision as they retreat. Luchs City kind of deciding where he wants it. Okay, he opts for over here. I guess this sees two camps, it's not the worst. And it's, well, it's actually really close to where the sentry was that they dewarded, so probably not the best spot. That means that, like, when Dire wants to deward, they think about dewarding within that vicinity, right? So if they just try again in the same place, they'll catch the ward. Where's this Crimson Guard for Axe? He's got all this stuff in his backpack, and I see he has most of, like, what I assume is a Lotus Orb queued up on Shift by, or on Quick by now. I don't think Lotus Orb is gonna fix the problems here. Yeah, he has this plate now. It's gonna be a Lotus Orb. Arcane Boots and Aether Lens on Ogre. I don't really know who's playing Pause 5 on Dire. I actually think it's Witch Doctor based on the net worths, but Ogre's also really, really poor, and buying both of these kind of keeps you poor, because it's just 900 gold for Arcane Boots that you don't really need anymore. Especially you have Arcane Boots and a Witch Doctor as well. He'd be a lot closer to 4 staff. Dire's gonna get another Roshan. This is pretty good for them. The Ursa actually, like, I don't know what's up, but he hasn't like even looked at Roshan all game, which is pretty weird for an Ursa player. I'll put it on TA this time. Maybe Redlegoguy's feeling a little better. He's actually got Scotty and Manta finished. His HP has almost doubled since last time. So definitely a little bit more survivable. Whereas TA remains kind of a glass cannon. We got the butterfly finished for Medusa though. So we're gonna have to see MKBs for both Juggernaut and TA to improve their fighting ability. They're smoking and running around. They have wards up here, so they know there's no one up here. But Radiant just hanging out in base. They got a big wave pushing bottom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Probably not enough to get the tower on its own though. Well, maybe actually. I don't know. Tower's going for the range creeps.
Cover your eyes. Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
Axe blinks in. He only catches the Medusa. Double finger gets used. Instantly gets 1 kill. We get the other 2 kills. Aegis down. Medusa all used. TA blinks, but she gets caught by Hex afterwards. Fraction's still not up. Oh, that's a mistake. Okay, he was microing better earlier, but that was kind of a bad use because it means she gets time for refraction. They do dust her after meld and they kill her anyway. So it's a 5 for 0. The game is over at this point. There's actually no way that Dire can fight at any point in the future. But we'll see if Radiant, I guess, like, sort of notices.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Time is running out for Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So I got the Lotus finished on Axe. I still don't think this was the item.
Paving the way for future disaster. Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
I'm not sure what it's like supposed to say for him, right? Like, you still get hexed. Even if you're reflected on the lion, who cares? And then now he gets Grimstroke ulted. Finger of Death not up, I think? Oh no, 2 seconds. But the ult ends. Got a bunch of buybacks used. Top racks go down. There's actually, they're gonna get the Ursa kill. Because he's gotten, like, ditched by his team. Alright, I guess this is how Radiant can throw if they get ditched. Oh my god. Alright, there's the finger kill. Okay, Medusa's actually unkillable, that's good. I got a little nervous because it looked like Radiant had kind of ditched their cores, and like that's Ursa just suddenly was by himself. Pretty weird, but they managed to turn it around and fix the situation. Everybody on Dire dead without buyback now. We're just kind of waiting for GG.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Sometimes I find myself saying for no reason at all, Dire's middle tower has fallen. Oh, wait, there's a good reason to say it. Something about Dire's ancient storm that cries out in the calm of a radiant victory.
All right. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, and then we will wait for the next lobby to come up. Really nice performance from Ursa here. I guess he's sub 500 GPM. That just happens sometimes. Wow, everybody on both teams is kind of poor. I mean, 640's okay, but it's like a long game. Medusa can kind of farm a lot more than that. You know, whatever. Thought Radiant had a pretty good start. Let's take a look at the graphs. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, Radiant had a pretty good start, so I kind of expected maybe a little bit more explosive farming from both Ursa and Medusa. But they played it a little slow, and Ursa didn't ever go take Roshan, which is weird. On the other hand, though, I think that TA should have gotten a lot more out of the mid lane against Medusa. I don't really know who the matchup is like favored for. I sort of suspect that they just kind of trade farm unless one person's like way better than the other one. But the key is that you just like, if you're not able to kill them or whatever, you just shove the wave and hit jungle creeps. And you should be able to just make a lot of money regardless if we were playing against. What else we got? I think draft-wise, this support combination's a little weird. The Ogre and the Witch Doctor together. You kind of want a hero that can go around and like do stuff. They're both kind of not that hero. But alright, we'll be back soon with game 2. the lobby set up, and they are sorting out the like sides and the draft order for game 2. So draft should be underway in just a moment. Alright, here we are with game number 2. So, what were the lessons learned for Dire, I believe? Who is now Radiant? They switched sides. I think there were a couple of draft things that they could change. The TA was a little underwhelming overall. I think that sort of comes down to the player, not necessarily the hero, but maybe they need someone that is like a little less tempo oriented if their mid player is not super comfortable playing a quick game. Because he was just kind of underfarmed on TA, but he wasn't like pressured. Like there wasn't like a great reason for him to be underfarmed. He just kind of didn't hit enough creeps. So if that's going to be the case, maybe you want a hero that either just farms for the late game, because TA has some like longevity issues, or a hero that doesn't really need any items to do anything. Like a Queen of Pain, you can just always rotate with her ult, for instance. Whereas on the TA, you really want to have like Blinked SO BKB, and you want to have those at the right time, and all this stuff. So they're going to first phase ban the Medusa. I mean, the Medusa definitely carried the game, but there are definitely answers. They just didn't pick them. Maybe they don't have an anti-mage player, I don't know. I'll double check if AM was banned, actually. He was not banned last game, okay. So yeah, so they could have definitely just last picked AM.
Wind Ranger at your service.
So we see Undying as the first pickup for Redlegoguy. I really love this hero, especially in these kind of games. I think he just destroys lanes for the other team, which is great. You just press decay and people die. Very, very powerful, and like not complicated to execute, so that's really nice. We see Ogre Windranger for Luchs' team. P4 Windranger is a little weird. I know like a year ago it was pretty good, but haven't really seen it much since then. And I don't know. I don't know about this P4 Windranger. I'm not sure it's a thing. We had an Underlord to pick. I like this hero a lot too, especially for LD2L because he's another one of those heroes that's like straightforward to execute. And he just kind of wins lanes. Atrophy R is really frustrating to CS against. And against carries whose mechanics are, you know, not like fully developed, then it's just going to make them miss a bunch more CS. Kind of for free, so that's really nice.
Tide Hunter.
A Tide Hunter pickup by Redlegoguy, okay. They could lane Tide versus Underlord, I guess. That sounds like a really boring lane, but it could happen.
Warlord.
Naga Siren.
A Naga Siren pickup. I don't know if I want to watch a 2-hour game though. Especially like a 2-hour like LMR game. So we got a Conka ban. Are we gonna see a last pick Invoker for Drayden? I think that would be a really bad choice. Ban Zeus, okay. Shadow Fiend? No, Pugna, okay. That's... Why do you ban Zeus with Pugna? Don't you just like put down Netherward and then Zeus shreds himself? You know, whatever. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of a challenge with managing Arc Lightning in lane or something, but... So what's their answer to Pugna? I think you just pick a strength hero, and or like a hero with high regen, and just put it in lane against Pugna. I think so far I like Redlegoguy's draft a fair bit. The Pugna can be active early and pressure the map very hard while Nagasaki delays it. Okay, they pick up Sniper. I think this is fine. Sniper might have some problems with Pugna pushing into his tower, but he has Shrapnel to help. Does a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't know, should be okay. Okay, I figured it out. The right counterplay was to pick Nyx Assassin and play him mid against Pugna. He's disgustingly strong against the hero, and it should be a very straightforward lane. Just Carapace, Nether Blast whenever you see it. And then you can max mana burn and Pugna doesn't get to do anything.
Prepare for battle!
Oh, yes.
Yo, this guy has no chill, man.
Could be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
You got
Yo,
it.
this guy has no
Alright, so we got
chill,
Tidehunter going to the offlane with a couple of branches and a clarity. I think he should just take more mangoes. The mangoes are like obscenely useful. Lion starting with 3 tangos and 2 clarities of his own.
I do not.
Oh, my cat has messed up the vision, that's why we can't see Dire. Alright, now we know where Dire is. An Ogre.
30 seconds to battle!
And a Troll Warlord top. And it is going to be Underlord Windranger bottom. So let's have that Blightstone to start with. And Sniper, who has taken headshot at level 1.
The battle begins!
And we got a normal 2-2 split for the runes. Nobody really doing anything crazy this time around. Watching people block. Looks like Pugna wins the block by a small amount. He's auto-attacking the first wave and gets denied. This is a hero that has an 8 damage advantage over Sniper and got denied on the first creep. Good use of decrypt right there, picks up deny and a last hit.
So.
Could be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
Top lane, the Tidehunter has been forced to south. He's getting bullied off the wave. However, Endless is not denying, so the full creep wave is going to get to Tide in a moment anyway. Shrapnel used mid. Goes for the decrep, last hit again, but he's a little bit too slow, unfortunately. So no team really pulling again. But I think this is kind of a consistent theme. The number one thing for the lane supports to work on is to stack and pull in the lane as often as possible in the early games. Especially like this wave is pushed up here, you just go get that pull. Although camp is actually blocked. It's pretty smart.
Off with you.
They could still side pull or whatever. I mean, you just kind of fuck with the creep wave any way you can. Really nice Soul Rip taking level 2. I like to see that. I believe Dota Plus does not recommend that, but Dota Plus is wrong. I gotta check Discord, there's a lobby question. Okay, where were we? Pokemon doing pretty well on CS here against Sniper. Does have a massive damage advantage. Tidehunter actually almost got a full clarity off. That's wild. Walks away from this range creep though. Weird decision. He gives up a free CS. Alright, what's going on bottom here? Dying. Is gonna go down. Nice power shot there. Snipes him.
The Wind Ranger gets there first.
Alright, Tidehunter goes for the side pull. Ogre. Oh, he snipes it with the ignite. Very nice. Pugna continues to bully Sniper in the mid lane. Sniper misses a free deny. As the 5-minute runes come up and Radiant secures both top. Dire picks up one bottom, nice. Undying forced to commit to a fight here. It's the tombstone down. But they did get a rune for it. I guess the tombstone's worth actually a fair bit of gold. And the tombstone was perhaps unnecessary. Top lane's not going very well, and now Tidehunter's just chilling by the shrine. I guess waiting for Lion, perhaps? But he loses a lot of time for it. Tidehunter's falling very far behind on experience now. Alright, so Warsaw moves aggressively. He's ready to go for a kill here. Just barely picks up the sniper kill there.
Wish I could say that I'll miss you. But I won't.
But his catapult is dead, so he's not going to push into the tower yet. action here top. Do people not buy magic sticks? Does that item not get unlocked until you hit like 3k? Or it's like BKB is not unlocked until 5k. Magic sticks not unlocked before 3k. Literally nobody has one. Why? You should get a magic stick against a hero like Pugna. You should get a magic stick in every lane. Oh, he's got one. Alright, my boy Ogre has a magic stick. Oh, and Lion and Tidehunter. These guys didn't have these a moment ago. They definitely just picked them up. Is everyone like listening to me? How did 4 people just buy magic stick? Pugna thought about kill attempt there. He gets nervous and backs out. Stun top. Troll Warlord has a surprising amount of HP. Does have a Wraith Band finish, so that means a lot. And he's got 6 stick charges, so he's got no fear now. Stack attempt by Luchs. He's gonna make it. Very nice. Oh, I missed the kill top. I was watching this interesting power shot
The
stuff.
direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, the Pugna must have rotated. I didn't see it. Got Shackle Shot available and they get him. The Redlegoguy is gonna be able to just walk it off. Some more action top as Barrel Rider moves behind the tower and cutting some creep waves.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Pugna's had a lot of time, but actually hasn't really done any damage to this mid tier 1. I think if you are winning the lane like this, then you kind of just want to get that tier 1 off the map ASAP so you can rotate to other lanes. Shrapnel used, Warsaw commits in on the sniper. Is Lux gonna make it in time? Where's the Shackle Shot? Oh no. He's too slow with Shackle Shot and Sniper dies. They get the Ogre rotation, but it's not gonna convert to anything. I gotta say Warsaw looks way more comfortable on Pugna than he did on TA. He's having a great game so far. I think really the only improvement that could be made is he could be playing more aggressively for the tower, but other than that, he's farming well. He's got 2 kills, I think. Oh, 3 kills. Well, 1 was top, so 2 kills on the sniper.
Every coin helps.
And Control Warlord going for Battle Fury. I'm not really a troll player, so I'm not certain of the itemization. I think his reasoning here is he's going to be playing against Naga Siren, so he wants a good farming item. And it also provides a little bit of clear for the illusions, but I think mostly it's about farming speed. Spells get cast on the illusion, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so Pugna's still like, I don't know, this tower should be gone by now. He loses another catapult, he's like not shoving the wave ever. He just kind of wanders off. He's gonna go gank top now. But that tower's still there, mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Catch Pugna with the shackle. Wait, they've given up. Alright, we have the rotation from Underlord
Radiant's
coming in.
middle tower is under attack.
Assassinate you.
The
Sniper's
Dire's
getting a little bit involved though. Underlord is dead.
and its end
Stun
be
used on the
growing
Titanfall. Just gets level 6, he picks up the Ravage, hits 4 heroes with it. Nether Blast kind of just splits the difference there and he doesn't get any kills with it. 4 heroes walk away low HP, no Undying, no Naga Siren. Could have been big that fight.
Oh, cover your eyes! Dire's bottom tower is taking a drubbing.
That said, it's a 1-for-1 offlaner trade. But Ravage was used. Going back to passive farming. Sniper going for Dragon
Oh,
Lance.
cover your eyes! Dire's bottom tower
Not really
is
the
taking
item
a
I
drubbing.
usually go on Sniper. I suppose he wants a Hurricane Pike to get himself away from Pugna a little bit more quickly. So Underlord closing in on mech, he's gonna go Guardian Greaves first item. Pugna going mid again. Oh, they get the shackle shot this time. Pugna's gonna be interrupted during life drain. They got the follow-up stun from over, and he goes down to the tower. 2 really nice rotations from the supports on Dire there. Got Ogre setting up a stun, follow-up shackle shot latches onto a tree, and the Lion gets picked off as well. 2 quick kills for the Wind Ranger Ogre duo. I had my doubts earlier, but that was some pretty good play there. I think that's one of the strengths of the Wind Ranger as a +4 instead of a hero like, what did they have last game? I can't remember. They had, what? Ogre. I'm remembering Radiant's heroes last game. Shit, I can't remember Dire's heroes from last game. Oh, Dire had Grimstroke and Lion, and they did great. Okay, so no problem. So they have another pretty good duo then. 2 disables. It secures pickoffs with the core for sure. I'm putting pressure in the tower a little bit of a dive setup here. They get the shackle shot onto what is this guy? Tidehunter, and the focus fire from Wind Ranger. It's very hard to kill, but I do believe he's dead. Oh, the second Ravage comes, and they got the stun from Lion and the finger kill. Power shot kills Tidehunter, but it costs Dire 2 heroes. Oh man, Kraken Shell's a hell of a drug. I think he also got everybody with Anchor Smash. That must be a big part of why.
Summon the spirit to defend the top tower.
Mid tier 1 finally getting chipped away by Pugna. Next wave dead for sure. Sniper is able to... Oh no, he doesn't get the deny. The catapult just barely finishes it. Okay. By the way, Pugna's job has been done. Control Warlord getting the Morbid Mask before going for the rest of the Battle Fury. Okay, that's fine. It's actually a fair bit away though. This is like a post 20-minute Battle Fury. Does he not have a Quelling Blade? What the hell happened? Huh.
Dire's bottom tower is
Well, either way, Radiant do look pretty comfortable here with Naga Siren having a big lead. He's got his treads in his He's
Dire's
afraid
structures
already.
are just magnificently fortified.
You just need to keep the pressure up with Pugna. Move him around, take towers, and prevent Dire from farming. A little bit of a fight happening bottom. Looks like the Undying is in a little bit of trouble. Naga Siren, however, interrupts, and they're going to reset the fight. I think they could have just killed everybody, by the way. Look how low Sniper and Underlord got.
Is under attack.
They don't have Finger of Death, though. Maybe that's why they didn't want to fight. I don't know. See, so Underlord 500 from Greaves? No, 800. This recipe went up in cost. Okay. Greaves soon. Okay, push train can begin for Dire at that point. Meanwhile, Tidehunter is also going for Guardian Greaves, but he is much farther behind. Joe Fitz getting stuck in the wrong neighborhood here behind the tier 1, hopes that nobody's going to find him. Pugna goes top, he's going to try to nuke this down.
Dire's poor top tower. Can its end be drawing nigh? Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ravage is ready, Barrel Rider moves into the jungle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's gonna run into a Wind Ranger. And they have a sentry down, so they're gonna get an instant reward off of this as well. We get the quick pickup. Oh man, there were some panic moments there from Radiant as 2 Observer Wards and a sentry get put down on top of each other. Very valuable for Dire. However, Naga is essentially uncontested, and it's already finished at Yasha. I think the items just have to be brought up. Yeah, they're on the courier. And just gonna have Manta in just a couple minutes. I mean, Troll Warlord's trying, but he's still over 1,000 gold away from this Battle Fury. So we're looking at like after 20 minutes. And then he has to farm real items to fight with. Shit. Meanwhile, Naga is clearly ready now. As we can see, she's killed 2 people bottom.
Double kill.
Oh, very nice. Warsaw gets the kill. So that's 3 dead, and they can just take this tier 2 now with the Pugna.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I might trade for the tier 1 mid, but it's not a big deal.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Beset on all sides by miscreants, evildoers, and other Dire's structures I didn't want to mention. Radiant's middle tower.
They should stay in
Cover your eyes. Dire's
Sniper
bottom
by himself
tower
cannot
is
stop
taken.
them from
Radiant's
destroying
middle
the
tower
tower.
is under attack.
Well, they got 3 rotations, okay.
Gold for me. Bounty.
So the situation's changed a little bit here. I mean, Underlord was really close to Guardian Greaves earlier. He had, I guess, a pretty costly death there. And the Tidehunter is now closing in. I mean, he bought some other items, so he's still over 1,000 gold off, but they have equalized in net worth. Sniper Dragonlance Maelstrom finished. Maelstrom, of course, very helpful against his Naga illusions. It looks like Radiant's feeling confident. They want to set up for a fight. They do have Ravage up, of course. Pugna AFK inside the creep wave. Oh, there we go. I guess he wanted his buddy to anchor smash so he could clean up all the CS at once. Guardian Reef's finished. And so Radiant, you know, they were up here, but they didn't really get anything done. All that posturing. Naga was farming the whole time, so it's a nice trade for them, I suppose. Redlegoguy is quite rich. He's got his Manta finished. He's working on Heart next. This game might be pretty close to over, I think. However, in terms of time spent, we're looking at like another 30 minutes minimum, probably. It's going to be Sniper versus Naga high ground defense. And Naga's very farmed, so she'll have no problem getting damage. It's just going to take a long time.
Party it up, bucko. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Troll Warlord is 200 gold from the Battle Fury, so he's finally going to finish it here at like 23 minutes. Doesn't have a creep camp to farm, so he has to just wait, which is really, really painful. His items are also on the courier, but that's not that
Radiant's
big a deal.
bottom tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Titan with an Invis rune sitting on top of the hill here. Dire, however, has a sentry, so they spot him.
I sleep
Do get a pick off.
with the fishes.
Mask of Madness finished for the sniper. And Pugna's going digging. He's got almost got the first digging finished, and he's getting the trample boots as well. Fury for Troll, so he's now ready to start farming. Look at all these sentry wards.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, Dire gets some deep wards in the Radiant
Time is
jungle.
running out for
Right next to
Dire's
the
middle
Radiant wards in
tower.
the Radiant jungle. Sentries see each other, but not the observers. So I think Dire's looking flustered right now. That's the way I would describe this. They're like running around hand-holding, which is I guess kind of understandable because they're like a bit afraid of the other team. But as a result, they're not like farming or getting stuff done. This Tidehunter is
Dire's
just
middle tower is
managed to
under
waste
attack.
everybody's time for another 10 seconds again. Everybody had to run up here. And Naga just farms her jungle. The rest of the team does whatever on the map. I guess Pugna hit the
Dire's
tower
middle
once or
tower
twice.
is under attack.
Well, we got the kill, but they spent everybody's time on it.
I'll take that.
So Radiant does have Finger of Death available. They only have one kill with it so far. I think they should really be playing more aggressively. They have a disgusting combination. There's no BKBs on Dire yet, so it's not like anybody can dodge this stuff. You just get hit by Decrep Finger Dagon and you're dead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. bottom tower has been denied.
It's a denied tower, but another one still goes down. Radiant's advantage increases. They have good jungle vision. They've spotted that the sniper's alone because they have good jungle vision. And Pugna's going to get a free pick off here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Spell's committed on the illusions mid, but it doesn't matter. They are just illusions after all. Diffusal Blade next for Troll. Like I said, I don't really do Troll itemization, but I don't really understand Battle Fury into Diffusal. I feel like you should be going like Battle Fury, Yasha, BKB. Maybe even, I mean it depends on if they want to fight or not, but he needs the BKB to fight because of Pugna. Heart finished, man. Redlegoguy's been farming very fast. This heart took him less than 6 minutes. I mean, I last checked 6 minutes ago, but he's got another 1k on top of that. It's pretty good.
Time is running out for Dire's middle tower.
And despite Redlegoguy like AFK farming, Pugna's actually kept up an experience, which is also quite impressive. So like I said, I mean, this game kind of ended a while ago, but we have to sort of wait at this point.
Sometimes I find myself saying, for no reason at all, Dire's middle tower has fallen. Oh, wait, there's a good reason to say it this time.
Dusty apparently messed up a second lobby. It's 2 in 1 day.
Hell's yes.
I guess I should close these. And everybody's looking lost this game. It's like so hard to like even talk or think about things. Like all anybody wants to do is farm. But the Dire supports are afraid to try to make space because they know they're behind. And Radiant doesn't really have an excuse, they should just be starting fights. I think the last Ravage was like 10 minutes ago, we haven't had a fight since. Undying is still level 9. My goodness. I mean, this is kind of the problem, I guess. Like, they have 2 heroes that are definitely power farming. Like, I don't know how this Pugna is still ahead of Nagasiren in experience. But the supports and the Tidehunter are struggling because they're just kind of like roaming the map, but they're not going anywhere. Like, they're just walking around as a group. And like, Undying's like still stacking camps and stuff, like... I mean, yes, it helps Naga, and yes, they're gonna win because of it, but like, this can't be fun for anybody to play. Okay, we got the Panic triple shrapnel in 1 location. Shrapnel damage does not stack. Nothing from shrapnel stacks, so please don't do that. It looks like we almost had a fight. Now Nagasiren's trying to solo Roche, which should be no problem. Dire's setting up. Underlord low on mana. Everyone from Radiant's ready to fight, except Tombstone was used earlier. Big Ravage catches all 5 heroes. Troll Warlord dies instantly. Underlord. Oh my god, Naga Song used. Questionable Song. Finger of Death used. And why did he use Song? Who knows, honestly. Warsaw makes a mistake. We'll be bad at mistake. And just randomly kind of dies there. Okay, I guess he just didn't respect Dire. Who knows? The Naga illusions, though, are almost able to 1v5. But not quite, so he's gonna go back in the jungle and farm until he can just kill the whole team by himself. We're still at 1 finger kill, 31 minutes into the game. Alright, here's the tombstone. Here's another fight happening. There's no Ravage this time. But I think that Naga Siren can just win the fight by herself. Undying does die. No, okay. They're gonna retreat. Smart move, smart move. Is the Pugna? Yeah, he's just still dead, okay. What's the problem with farming too fast?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they did like half of Rush earlier and then they just kind of left. And Dire has found a double damage rune on Troll Warlord and they're just going to get a gift here. This is what this is. It's a little gift from Gaben. Ravage is up in 12, but it's not going to be soon enough. As Endless picks up the Aegis. Right? Endless picks up the Aegis. Everything is back up for Radiant to fight though. Pugna just randomly brought Soul Warlord to have health, so he's gonna have to shrine before they fight with this. Do have some time though. Naga picks up for Butterfly. Nobody has MKBs queued up. Troll's going for a Basher. Sniper going for the Mjolnir.
Come back and die again. I do not think.
Yo, this guy has no chill, man.
So Mjolnir is a pretty nice item. You have a big beefy hero like Underlord to put your magic shield on. And then it just does a ton of magic damage in the fights. Which is also great for getting around Naga's high armor. However, Underlord does not have enough HP because he has built Reeves Vlad's and is going into Shiva's Guard. So the Mjolnir shield is not going to be very long-lived in the fight. He actually has the same HP as the Troll Warlord, for instance. Ideally, he would have, a fair bit more. If you can find a lion who's a little bit out of position, gets caught early. And the pain train's gonna keep running. Dying activates ult. This does not. I don't know what that helps with, but it's been used, I guess. Pugna does have a dig in 5, okay. It's a lot of burst damage. He also has almost the same HP as the Underlord. That's like... It's wild. This is a strength hero that has, or this is an int hero that has like 1 strength gain, right? Oh, 2. That's better than I thought. But still, this is an actual strength hero. Over here. Just 3, and just no stat items. Troll wants his DD. Oh, the Tidehunter grabs it just in time. Naga and Tidehunter have found him though. It's gonna be... Is it Aegis? Not yet, okay. He casts his ult, but he gets hexed. Very nice. Doesn't get to lifesteal anything yet.
Dire's
He
middle
just is
tower
active.
is under attack.
Everybody's set up. Tidehunter still has Ravage. Uses Ravage. They're gonna get the troll. Very nice Force Staff there. However, it doesn't push him out of range, and Life Drain picks him off. Underlord zips in with the sniper. They stun the Naga while she's trying to cast her Song of the Siren. She gets it off the second.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Double kill.
Oh my god, the Dagon just insta-killed that sniper.
The direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom tower.
Redlegoguy's in.
Dominating.
The direst elements are pelting Radiant's bottom
Ranging
tower.
the back lines. Doesn't get any kills with the power shot, but it's close.
You don't need to be amazing to point out that Radiant's bottom tower
Heart
has
activates.
fallen,
Naga Siren is
but it doesn't
back.
hurt.
Get the net onto Wind Ranger and another kill with Life Drain.
Killing spree.
Time is running out for Dire's middle tower.
Look who's back.
Dire's structures are fortified against all comers. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Should be pretty easy for Radiant to take high ground.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Between Pugna and the Naga illusions, they can just consistently do damage to the tower. Troll has his Basher. He had that earlier. I think he needs a BKB. Naga closing in on a Scotty as well. She's gonna become unkillable. Huh. Lion's waiting by this invis room. Don't wait, just take it. Still only has one finger stack. And with like how low HP a bunch of the heroes on Dire are, that's just sort of just a big sign of like how passive Radiant has played this game. I mean, they sort of zoned the map and Naga has farmed very well, but the rest of the team's just kind of been sitting along for the ride. Lion is in the wrong neighborhood. They didn't see him, but Power Shot just happened to go through and he lost like half his health. Tidehunter with no damage items has decided that this shrine is his, and he's going to go for it. He gives up, I guess. Lion has Blink Dagger money here. Undying with the casual chainmail. Man, this is the worst. Sniper going dataless. Oh god.
Double decibels.
Death tax. Gold mine.
Sky has been finished for Naga Siren.
Regeneration.
I can't believe that this man died like 2 minutes ago to just what is it? Decrepify Dagon, and he thought that the solution to this is to pick up a Daedalus instead of a Black King bar, which has the effect of making him immune to Pugna. This hero just gets removed from the game when you activate Black King bar. Troll finally going back for the BKB. I think I'm just not sure about the Diffusal Blade the most. I think he should have had BKB sooner, but I think he should have had like a Yasha as well. It's like an okay item, the active's okay, but I don't know. I just don't think it's the item for him this game. Look at this illusion damage, right? He just almost kills this Tide Hunter, or this Underlord. It's not a Tide Hunter. They could just go high ground at any point. All they have to do is group up and walk at the tower. They even have Blink online. Dire actually has no answer right now. But like, Radiant is struggling to keep all their waves shoved in. Like this bottom lane is shoving out for Dire. It shouldn't be the case. Like the illusions from Naga should just control it. And then once all the waves are in position, everybody groups up and you just walk at a building. And I'm honestly not sure what they're waiting for because Naga's basically done farming at this point.
Let's make this complete. Double decibels.
Get the ensnare, but it's just outside of the life radius. Tidehunter's in. Gets another 4-man Ravage, very nice. It's gotten about 2 or 3 of those this game. The Troll ult gets used, but no BKB, so it just gets hexed immediately. His ult's been cancelled. Alright, they just isolate him with a sleep and pick him up. Naga Siren's gonna kill everybody else.
Own it.
You have the sniper buyback. It doesn't matter because he just dies to illusions.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
And he just walks away and heals up. We do get the Tidehunter here.
While we're on the
So
subject,
3 or 4
Dire's middle
buybacks
barracks
used,
are under
and they
attack.
die back on
Dire's
Sniper.
middle barracks have
Range
fallen.
trucks go down in the mid lane. If I recap, yeah, 3 buybacks and 1 dieback. Naga Siren gets multicast here. She's just gonna walk it off. Hugna is nearby to help if there were ever any doubts. So that high ground defense actually, I think, should have gone worse for Dire, but whatever. They kind of like initiated with the Naga song and they isolated the troll and killed him, which was nice, but then it was Naga +1 who were up here against 4 heroes.
Dire's middle barracks
The rest of the team didn't really catch up or commit. They do get the ranged melee Rex with the illusions, so good progress has been made.
Can its end be drawing nigh?
Loaded to the gills.
I'll take that. Regeneration.
Illusion.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Right, okay, sorry. Roshan picked up by Radiant. Put the Aegis on Pugna, that's fine. They somehow still have both side lanes not pushed in.
Regeneration.
So I think despite this game being a win for Radiant, main learning points I would focus on here are to control waves better with Naga Siren, and to be more like aggressive against buildings early on Pugna. The tier 1 mid survived until like 15 minutes, even though he won the lane very early. And then even now, like, he's kind of not using Nether Blast to chip at the buildings very often, so it's taken them a long time. They basically have to wait until Naga commits in order to make objective progress. When he could just do that every time, right? And then the tower just kind of goes down.
If you were Dire's bottom tower, you would have fallen just now.
Dire somehow still hesitant about this fight. And the top lane's not shoved in either. So I mean, like, worst case, when you take in the mid-racks like this, you keep both side lanes shoved in, mid shoves in by itself, and you can just move another hero to the other side and take the building. And then if the team leaves, you win 4v4 because you're so much more farmed. We're going to initiate with Song again. Got all 5 heroes. He gets the Ravage. Sniper dies instantly because he has no HP and no BKB. Finger of Death used, doesn't get the kill though. Full ult used as well. BKB not activated, however. He has to activate it to try to run away. Naga Siren, however, is unstoppable.
Triple kill.
He's gonna ensnare in a moment, and the BKB is about to end. Oh, Pugna snipes him with the Dagon. No rampage for Redlegoguy. Joe Fitz does get picked off. The bottom racks are now Dire's. Or now Radiant's, rather. And GG gets called by Luchs.
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen.
Says Milk Award. I think he means Malk, M-A-E-L-K, but... Well, yeah, he has no kills and a bunch of deaths. It's close. I think Malk had like 20 deaths or something, though. Either way, it took almost another half hour. It was 48 minutes. Would have been like 52 if it took half an hour, but you know. So it's a 1-1 for these two teams. And I hope I don't have to see Naga Siren again. That would be really great. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back next week with whatever matchups come up then, I guess.